My fellow Liberians, despite our diversity, we are a united people, a great and noble people. Through the strength of our unity and the resilience of our determination, we have begun to rebuild a ravaged country and have survived 2 deadly health crises. Our people have stood together as one united people, ready to face the future. Whether you are a fisherman of Grand Cru and Sino, the hunters of Grand Jide and River G, the farmers of Lofa and Bapolu, the Gola and Vai dancers of Bumi and Cape Mount, the hospitable people of Bassa and River Cess, the warriors of Maryland, the miners and explorers of Nimba, the merchants and traders of Bong, the welcoming people of Magibi, or the melting pot of Montserrado. We are one people, Liberians. We have a great challenge and opportunity ahead of us. In unity, we will rebuild this country as a shining example in Africa, demonstrating the power of a determined and united people. Our economy and our national budget will expand and grow like never before. We will improve the lives of our people and put smiles on the faces of our citizens. I promise you that together we can and will do the job. A new day is on the horizon. The time for babysitting is over. God bless you and God bless Liberia.
Hello, testing. Okay, if you can hear me, please give me a thumbs up, please. Let me test my phone if I can hear myself. Okay, another day. Okay. Yeah. Hello to all. Hello. Welcome. I'm not going to stay too long. Maybe 1 hour will be okay for me today. And I can always say 1 hour, but I can go more than 1 hour. You see the Cash App negotiation have been done already. It just to give it, but at least I need 2 months. I got 1 month already, and I want to start next month to broadcast on the 88.1 FM is the Liberty Radio. And guys, share the video, like the video, share with your friends. You know, sometimes people watch the show, but some people don't comment. Some people just watch and they will call me and say, "Oh my man, I saw your show yesterday. I was on," but you know, once you don't click on your screen, you won't be. And today, anyway, in Liberia, it's already in the morning. We having a big program at the Liberty Party head office, and don't be carried away by the news from the other side. Don't be carried away by them. We are not intruding into no political party's business, but it is our right to negotiate with anybody. It is our right. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them confuse you, please. If you're in Liberia and you're listening to me, don't let them fool you. Don't let them lie to you. We have been lied to for so long. Most of our politicians are liars. They gave you false hope just to benefit themselves. Ask yourself the question. The politicians that you see complaining today, how they got into government? How was their finance before they got into government? How they standing today? How many houses they have built? How long, where they send their children to school? And then look at your life and ask yourself, is that why I elected this guy? Look at your representatives around you. Look at the president. that you put your life on the line for. Yes, he will be paid. Yes, he will get security. He will have everything. He will be the last to go out of food. But is this God thinking about you? No. But they are coming right back to you. So guess what? You know the guess when they say the men are down, fear no fall. You already in there. They already show themselves to you. How do you want them to show themselves to you again? How? You know, there's something they say, when the capable is not available, the available becomes capable. If no police in the town, you will see Boy Scout doing it, or you will see ordinary citizens. We're in a country where there is no law and order because there is no leadership. There is no leadership. And all the things happen whenever the leader only pay attention to certain group of people. That means there will be no chaos. Everybody trying to protect themselves. Who will protect the citizen? The president of Liberia took an oath that to defend the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia. Do you know who make up the Constitution of Liberia? It's the people. Not to just defend their people. It's what in there. And you are the number one person in there. My people, please don't be fooled. Do not be fooled again. This government, they will put you on the impression that this government is the best government ever in the history of Liberia. This president have done things that no man, no other president, yes, that's true. Guess what? That's true. What George Weah did in Liberia, no president have done it. George Weah built more houses for himself than President Tubman in 27 years. It's fact. Under George Weah administration, the stealing is so broad until government officials can tell you that stealing is no problem. Even if I steal and I pay horse for my people, they're not crime. The other people stole their own, they had the money. Stealing, that's stealing. That is why we don't have good school in Liberia. That is why our hospitals are dirty and messed up, and we cannot go to hospital. People are dying because they cannot afford it. When things were okay, government subsidized other private clinics so they can't turn nobody back. You go in some clinic, there is no paracetamol, no Panadol. But when our government officials sick, they travel, they leave. They thought 6 years were too long. All they thought 6 years was so long until they didn't give a damn about you. But they are coming right back to you again to lie to you and telling you, give me another chance. What determines second chance is the first chance. They know within themselves, they know, and they're telling you that they blunder. George Manneh Weah is not Liberia, my people. And Liberia is not George Weah. Some people say George Weah Pampa Liberia and Pampa Liberians. They're not true. Unless you want to fall for it. They're not true. George Weah buried Liberian flag. They're not true. George Weah and his cronies just understand Liberian people that we are broke, we poor, so we will fall for anything. Because we don't work, so we will fall for any little thing. You see why I said that I don't want poor men to be president? When poor man president, he will take care of himself first before you. It's proven. Charles Taylor was broke, poor. He took that almost $1 million, came to America to buy equipment for Liberia, no cars, and never went back. He went to Liberia, he looted our resources. Enough, we made him president. Because we believe that only one man can do the job. That's why some people who enjoy it and some people that didn't enjoy it, they stay wishing for chances to come back to Liberia. Ellen Johnson took over with all the international experience. She was broke. She never retired. Y'all forgive me. We saw her assets that she declared. I can still remember vividly. She had $7,500 debt to Seti Brothers. She had one Pajero Jeep. She had a generator. But today, what happened? President Weah played football. George Manning Weah, world best, Africa best, European best, FIFA Fair Play of the Year, everything, 1995. Make up to $100 million. He built 2 houses in Liberia, one on 9th Street, one in rehab. Lavish it. There were times where the generator could not come on in Mr. Weah compound. But people saw Mr. Weah that we can use this guy to get rich. We can do this guy. This guy loved Liberia. Oh, everybody wanted George Weah on the side, which is no problem. Liberian people saw themselves in George Weah, that he understands their problem. He would deliver us. And what happened? Finally, they turned it over to him. Today, seditions, people who suffer, people who were ridiculed, people who were cursed, people who were shot at, they push them on the bus. They put them far off. The people that the president played Ludo with, he abandoned them. Then what about you? And they stay singing. He abandoned them. The president go to fucking Cloud Church and speak to the whole nation. The president speak to the whole nation from CDC head office. Do not have a press conference. Do not answer questions from journalists. Never one day for 5 years, going 6 years, the president have never addressed the country to encourage the Liberian people. But every time the president speak, he disrespect Liberians. The president defending the business people, the Lebanese men for rights, and all kinds of things. Telling people he said he ban a man too. Yes, it's good for people to know you. It's good for the big banner man. No law and order. Until it's so shameful, or George had to issue a writ of arrest of the police director. No law and order. Look what happened in Magibi today. The disadvantaged youth that we call Zogos. They're in charge of their own thing. They run their own government. They're taking cutlasses, chasing people because people complaining about their criminal behavior. The police cannot even protect the citizen. The people ran to the military base. The military can protect them. Instead of the military calling the police and making sure that things are okay, they say, oh, yeah, Jack, go to the police station, you go to your lawmaker. The president said it. Everybody must get CC camera. Ego. President, we are saying everybody must protect themselves. So everybody will protect themselves. No law and order. What type of country we're running, my people? Liberia, if you listen to me, don't get vexed with yourself. You don't owe President Weah anything. President Weah don't owe you. In fact, he owe you because he's the president. But you're supposed to be brave and strong enough. Enough is enough. I will go back to that voting booth. Just how I voted for you, President Weah, I will vote against you. And go to bed sound. Sleep good. Don't blame yourself that you voted for President Weah. You owe no Liberian, nobody apology. We all took side. But enough is enough. Do you want to remain in a hardship or do you want to try somebody new? We want change or we want change. Solomon George. Solomon George Solo, former ITM, basketball coach, and whatsoever. He said it clean. That President Weah cannot show what he did in District 7 for them, but please vote for him. Liberians, we're not stupid people. The future of Liberia is right in our hands. My vote, your vote, and other people's vote. Everybody got one vote. Don't let nobody scare you. Don't let nobody scare you for your own children's future, your grandchildren's future. If you're in Liberia and you're listening to me today, I don't have the biggest platform, but I'm comfortable to speak to one person to make that change. A painful, a hurtful, but what we do, we love our country, Liberia. Don't let nobody fool you. Look at your life. You're supposed to be able to determine. Not because I'm in America, then you think that we're stupid or maybe we're making fun. No. I bet you if they gave you the chance today to get you visa, you will leave Liberia all the way you're talking to us. The difference between you and myself, that if I work in America, when our second week or that first week, Friday, my money will be sitting there. If you work in Liberia, they will decide when to pay you. If I don't have a job in America, they fire me today, I will go and get unemployment. In Liberia, when they fire you, you can't get unemployment. If I'm sick, I ain't get money, I can go to the emergency, they will treat me. In Liberia, if you're sick, you will not enter the hospital. Even I get work, I can go to the food bank and I will get free food. In Liberia, you can't get it. But I am not smarter than you that in Liberia. You sometimes smarter than me. It's just by the grace of God, some of us here. Some of us never thought about coming to America. But there are good, intelligent, and smart people in Liberia. Don't let them fool you. Don't dance behind them. What are you supporting, Mr. Cummings and whatsoever? But the fact is that look at the candidates, the people who you want to lead you. Mr. Cummings is the first Liberian that I know, and do your own research, who work, retired, and don't need to work again and get into politics. Whether we vote, we ain't vote. He said, God bless me. He not no problem, man. He down to earth. He going around the country. All the other politicians that run away. Because in Liberia, they wait for the time. They said, I'm a town. Next year, I don't want to be president. Can I hide sort of we? Because if you're telling me that Mr. Cummings is supposed to be president 2029, then what about you, Liberian? It is your right to run. Don't you think it is my right to run for president? If Mr. Cummings don't win election, that 2029 will carry him at time. There is nothing about time in Liberia in politics. Every Liberian has the right. It is a privilege to serve. Look at all the candidates. The ones there who are already. Tewon Gonglo he's running, but it's not clear yet. Look at your candidates that are in the race. Look at the past performance. This is how you look for candidates, my people. This is not no rocket science. Nobody tell you you should get PhD in economics or you must get PhD in management or you should be a master degree holder in business administration before you run for president. That's a blinking lie. All they want you to be is citizen of Liberia, 35 years old, and 25,000 property. That's all. Nobody tell you to put your resume together before they vote for you. So anybody can run. But this is what you look at. This man you want to elect, how he ran his life, how he make it on his own before. Because that is where you make the decision. So look at the person if they are honest. Listen to them, what they've been saying. Mr. Cummings is the #1 consistent politician in Liberia from 2016. What he told us, he still saying it. We. When you hear a leader talking about we, it means that I alone cannot do it. We all prepare to change Liberia. This man is a Liberian, just like you and myself. Just like you and myself. His pa left from Maryland when he was 10 years old. This man born in Liberia. He walked with slippers. He a countryman. But why, if our people go to school and get money, then you call them Congo? For what? There's no Congo in Liberia. Congo men married native woman, native men married Congo woman. What the children be now? Why are we still acting like a racist? We acting so different Liberians. We calling people names. Oh, I'm from Maryland. Oh, I'm from Grand Bassa. Oh, I'm from Lofa. We will never get good people when we continue that. When you run in to be a representative, it's different. You in a district. Senator, you more than your district. President is for 15 counties, 16 tribes. You're not running to be president for one person. Monrovia is not Liberia, my people. Everything is in Monrovia. Mr. Cummings continued to travel. Who traveled more than Mr. Cummings in Liberia, I challenge. Even President Weah. Even President Weah have never traveled around Liberia compared to Alex Cummings. Alex Cummings changed the way we do politics. Before, everybody would leave. By this time or next year, they will be coming back to contest. But Alex Cummings put everybody under the he. He went back to reintroduce himself. He's a poor man, just like every one of us. We started the race. Born in Liberia. He was born in government hospital to show now. Went to the same demonstration that plenty of people went to. He went to CWA. People who selling pepper could send a child to CWA. Mr. Boaka went to CWA too. Where Mr. Boaka came from? Liberian people. Let us not be fooled by all our rectors. And listen, first food are food. Second, we cannot remain like that. President, we have promised. President, we have built a whole village for himself that get football field, theater, everything in there. One of the best compound ever in Liberia, President, we are building for himself. President, we have purchased houses all to rehab, all around, going up to Dusa. President, we have built a house or mansion over there that you can go from the tunnel to go on the beach. Hey, my people. Then the president said, you're going to give him one more time. I will continue. What I start, I won't finish it. So when you're telling me what you have started, that is stealing. So, President, we have got plenty of property now. He can't steal anymore. He will not eat your money anymore. So what he telling you, my people, I finished eating now. I will not eat again. You just give me chance. I will fire plenty of people that your time to work. If we gain time again, plenty of people will die. Hunger, starvation will kill people. The entire world will laugh at us. We can't be that dumb. We cannot be that dumb. We're not fighting war in Liberia, but it is time that we change our country. No decision is right until it is right. They will lie and tell you things about Cummings. They will curse Mr. Cummings. Mr. Cummings that gay. They started that same nonsense again. One fool who wanted to be a defense minister or deputy for operation start to change the insulting people. Mr. Cummings that gay. Let that your business. Because they don't have nothing to say. Oh, Mr. Cummings used to work with Chancellor. Where? What Mr. Cummings not do in Liberia? Nobody know Mr. Cummings in Liberia. Mr. Cummings supposed to carry a company in Liberia. Mr. Cummings got more people working for him than George Weah. Mr. Cummings got more people on his payroll compared to President Weah, his personal thing. I challenge President Weah, he never show one payroll. Even the old businesses he had were not on payroll. Everybody was just there working. While President Weah never created jobs. Everywhere he opened, it broke down. So Prince Johnson was right. He couldn't maintain his money that the country money will maintain. No, today we into a mess. Then when they read it, oh, the GDP, oh, Liberia increasing. How the hell you will say your economy is good, but the people are suffering when you put in taxes every day? The first politician in our lifetime that to sit and discuss about economics, to tell us that we can do it. When Alex Comey said we can, in the first 3 years, our budget will reach 1 billion. They cost him. CDC cursing, Summit were cursing, everybody was cursing Mr. Cummings. What happened today? They carry it to 780 million. We are even planning where to get the money from. And just how they carry it, they had to increase the president money. But they talk about agriculture, they talk about development, they talk about this. Let me tell you something. We have rules in Liberia. No president. When they say you build rule, that means you don't want to open the rule. You start from there. All the rules were there. Ellen Johnson started the LAIR project, gave it to Joshua. He started it. It's a good thing. To borrow is not bad. We in America, we can credit. But if you use that credit, you will get bad credit. That will happen to our country. We spend money out. Oh, no, we spend over $3 million just to lobby. The people are just talking about Ghana. You think a country then better than us? No. But our leaders don't have respect for the country. Everybody take Liberia to be a jackpot or farm. When my time reach, I will eat. I don't want to control the money. My people, for the first time, we'll get one of the toughest leaders if we ever make that change. For the first time, the so-called politicians, the so-called corrupt ones, they will fall in line and they will work and they will live by the rules. If there is any case pending, sitting there, that one I can tell you, they will bring it up. This man, Mr. Cummings, is saying that I will fight corruption to the teeth. And I even telling you, say I will minimize it. We will fight it. That means we will spend the money and use the technology and put things in place that will stop corruption. You can't leave the door open and you say no man must steal in the place. When the people can steal and catch and will prosecute them. No. That is why Mr. Cummings tell us, this is my point. This is my agenda. 5 watts and how I will do it. Every country around the world, when they talk about infrastructure, every third world country, for you to succeed and move forward, you must get a better electricity. People will come in your country. You must get good drinking water. Internet. We got fiber optic in Liberia. Have we used it? We're paying for it. We selling it? No. But other people using it free. When you get a good electricity, where people don't have to rely on generator anymore, business people will be happy. They will pay the bills. All our government officials do not pay bills. They all got free current. Then we turn around and look at the common Liberian man who's stealing small 5 kilowatt with vests. Oh, they post stealing the current. But government official in the necktie, he can't pay his bills. The president of Liberia getting free current. Who told you that he's going to get free current to his personal place? No. The president of the United States, his house that in Delaware, he paid for his light bill. He don't get no free current. And that's the same thing in Liberia. But the country is so corrupt until everybody believes that corruption is the order of the day. And it's wrong. My people that in Liberia are begging you. We can change Liberia together. When you fast, don't let fat that fool you. Even if you eat it, make the good choice. That tomorrow you can be a single, you can be saying wholesale until 5 years come and pass by you. There are seditious who've been singing, oh, say for 12 years and another 6 years coming to add on it. Joshua never look at them. You're not stupid. But they think that you don't get sense. You won't work, you can't make it because there's no job. Government job is not it. Government got to create the avenue to create jobs. Government got to be business friendly for people to come in with their money and protect them. Other good country, when I bring $10 million to invest, the government will put $10 million just to keep that business going. But everybody who come, government officials want share. They didn't put nothing there, but they want share. Then we clap for them. When they're in trouble, we say, hey, God. They say, oh, sanction coming. Some people justifying why they. Let me tell you something. You continue to go to Mexico border. There's a guy who went through Mexico border 10 times with drugs. Nobody caught him. This other guy, first day he got there, they caught him. Bam! He said, oh, but how about the other man who been passing a long time? You think we'll give a damn that you're bad luck? They ain't get another post sanction. That you don't want to get sanction. Because your own hostility was so broad and the people can see it. What you did with former combatant, what you did with the money, people see you. You come into America with grip in your hand with so clean $100 bill. Because you get diplomatic passport. People been watching. The American ambassador play basketball with you. You say, hey, y'all say, the man visited you. You say, yeah. And y'all say, the man will not talk to us. You want to take picture? Y'all will take picture. Look at President Weah. Look at the closer man to President Weah, who knows everything they say he corrupt. You look at Bekube, who when Joe Weah traveling, he there. Everywhere he sleep in Joe Weah room. He's George Weah's son. I know he and Joe Weah wouldn't friend. Then you get Serena Cephas, were wishing for the position. From the day he took the position, he started working with money launderers. They put sanction on them. President Weah alone in the middle. He never talked about it. President Weah never talked about it on a whole county, Mosrado County tour. He never talked about it. He never have a press conference. Go on the Executive Mansion website and see if it's there that Maggie suspended. Then we get our pastors praying over Maggie. They lie on the man. They lie on the man. Amen. Liberia. All the money one man stealing, it could go to schools, hospitals. One man. And you say we're against them. My people, 2023 election is in your hands. Don't be carried away by sentiment. Don't be carried away by them coming and bringing all the hui hong, he hong. Don't be carried away by it. The $5, the whatsoever. Why are they promising you now? Liberians, you won't tell me we will live the life until we die? Why are they promising me now when they gave me the first promise and you only fulfill half of the promise? Now, this is the question we're supposed to ask President Weah. Why you even create job in the country, President Weah? Why no companies here? Mr. Weah, why our people are dying and you're not speaking? The auditors that were killed, broad day, people dying in the street, they starving people. Why we can't protect our people? Why are you not speaking about rape publicly? Why are you not talking about our children who are not going to school? These are the questions you need to ask President Weah. Instead, don't talk about opposition who don't have the opportunity to make one appointment in government. Early government, President Weah, at the time, George Weah, recommended Deviator Brown on the election commission. Did President Weah ask any opposition to recommend one name? No. The early government, she appointed President Weah as the peace ambassador because he was an opposition. Did President Weah ever, up to now, President Weah ever appoint any peace ambassador? No. No. Ellen Johnson brought President Weah on a UN visit. Ellen Johnson had a meeting with President Weah when she was president. President Weah had never one day invited the opposition one-on-one, the political leaders, to sit and talk. President Weah never did it. Or he would say, I invite the opposition to come and talk. You expect opposition to go to the mansion and say, hello, I want to see the president. Mr. Cummings wrote up, I don't know how many pages, begged President Weah, I would love to help with the Ebola. When you come from France, please let's talk. This is my recommendation to you. When President Weah, in fact, he replied on the media. When President Weah came back, they never make that thing, they never call for that appointment. They said, don't do it. That news you're looking for. Maggie, Mr. President, the brand, don't meet the man. That man just want news. Don't do it. Amen. Then you say opposition, opposition, opposition. We agree. The opposition in whole, we blame ourselves, we blame everybody. But we can move on, we will move on. 2016, CDC, NPP, LPDP, a Unity Party, Action Party, Library Unification Party, Loop. They one side. ANC one side. Liberty Party one side. All the movie, all the other party, then one side. President Weah came with only 38%. We decided to join to have a one round. I'm regretting it, yes. But we wanted a fair play. We cannot continue doing the same thing and think that it's good. We complain about other people, but we cannot sit in our group to compete. You are afraid to compete among yourself, but you want other people should dictate and say, you, that you the one we want. Then go. It's still not fair. We stay corrupt. Just by saying, okay, Mr. Boaka, you the VP, you the stand-up bearer. Mr. Cummings, you the VP, your go. That corruption. That corruption. You got 4 parties. How many times we should explain it in yourself? 4 parties. Everybody got a right to bring stand-up bearer. 2 parties say they didn't bring in stand-up bearer. You don't think I should go to the 2 parties and look for member there too to support me? Don't you think so? This other leaders say are supporting the man. The other leaders say are supporting the man, you first. They supporting Mr. Cummings, you first. Mr. Cummings bragging. But when you support the other man, it's okay. Because you're afraid of Alex Cummings. That Alex Cummings will give you the hard change that you will not be able to steal. That means you're doing something behind closed door that you don't want nobody to know because it will not happen. Because Alex Cummings, government will not give you guys the money that you want. You don't want to write a budget. What we get will not give you. And y'all know very well, if you didn't do the work, Alex Cummings will go to your county and tell the people, say, your senator and representative refuse to sign a budget. Your team, Mr. Cummings, can just be bribing people because he ain't get nothing to do. His money, they're not stealing money. Liberian people, listen to me. Mr. Cummings do not bribe. Mr. Cummings don't get no one individual money. Mr. Cummings gave money to organizations that need help for schools, hospital, wells, and other things. Don't let nobody fool you. Mr. Cummings will not give you $5 to vote. And we'll be honest here today. And that's what we'll continue to say. If we don't vote for Mr. Cummings, we all will remain inside. But I will sleep sound that I play my part and you play your part. We shouldn't let them fool us. There are a lot of good people in the street. There are a lot of good children in the street. Look at what children that graduating from University of Liberia and other colleges. They can't even find a job. They can't find a job. They can't go nowhere. The youth are the pressure jury of Liberia. And the only leader, the only man who has the capability and prepared to take Liberia into the 21st century is Alex Cummings. To prepare Liberia for youthful president. They will say, oh, Alex Cummings won't be president. That only president. Yes. What about the other people running for president? What about the other people who running for president? And they won't be president too. Don't let nobody fool you. You can be selling down Waterside. If you want to run for president, you can run for president. Don't let nobody fool you. Once you know the issue, you can argue, you can mobilize people, you can run for president. And if you can convince the people, they will vote for you. Public thing is because you want to serve. You just want to be the messenger. You want to just be one spokesman to make it. Leaders open doors. You think Alex Cummings worked for his money to give it to us? No. We need change, like bro. Like change is hard. You want to change. Your politicians don't want to change, and you listening to them. They're fooling you. Do you know who talk about broke people fool us? That they broke people. You know who talk about you came a man, you came a power will vote for you? That the people who are supporting Mr. Taylor. Politicians fool us. That the same politician they are telling you that they fool you. So we'll go to George because they said they're going to Georgia. Today, what happening? Today, what happening today? Sedition stays sinking. All the people who have been victimized under this government are seditions. The police can't protect you. They said there, look at this. I think they said they're going to court now. The other police were right there when they were beating this soup. I don't give a damn whether he was a protester. But he was right there. Nobody can defend anybody. That is what we're talking about. That's all. This coming election will not be easy. It will not be easy. We will campaign, we will go places, we will talk to our Liberian people. We will talk. We will let you know. Nobody's going to force you into that voting booth. But for the first time, let your voice be heard. For the first time, make that decision that your children, people, please, we beg you. The chiefs will beg you. They're giving you money. They're telling you today, all those years, 4 years you sat and they come around you. And they're coming back to you again. Make that change for your children's sake. To our church leaders, the corruption is okay now. Your Port Liberia first for God's sake. Which one of y'all can be the next Michael Francis? You ain't see people catching heart attack every day. It's not just about touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. That's not the problem yet. Don't use the Bible and say that nobody criticize pastor. Don't let them fool you. Nobody criticize your leader. That's not true. Leader must show respect to people. If you respect me, you will deserve respect, because the fact of the matter, I cannot continue to respect you when you don't know how I'm eating. You expect me to respect you. You expect me to respect you, but you don't know what I'm going through. But because you pastor, anything you say, I should just succumb to you. But you don't know how I'm eating. You don't know how my children are going to school. You don't know what's happening in the night that I cannot sleep. They try to steal from me. But you can't tell the president the truth. You can't tell the lawmaker the truth. Corruption deprives citizens of their basic rights. They deprive students. Education is damaged. Agriculture, everything is done. Infrastructure because of corruption. What am I caught? What in there for me? Liberia, it is proving. President, we have got enough money now. So he said, y'all please give me one, y'all give me another mandate. I will not disappoint you. Because you know what? It's true. If you vote for President we are again, he will not disappoint you. He will do what he wants to do to help Liberia. But guess what? We'll not get what we're supposed to be getting because the international community around the world will laugh at us. We are beggars. They say, "Lipo ain't serious, man." They're not serious. Because he got enough. You see why I ain't good to appoint poor people in government? You see it? Look at what rich people today, where they got rich from. Look at our rich people. All our rich people in Liberia, they are all government officials. Every one of them who got over $1 million are government officials. Any civil servant got $150,000 in their account, or civil servant? No. Why? The children enjoying, but when you ready to say, "Oh, Ellis coming children, big, they on their own." Ellis Cummings children, Ayo and Boaka, they're big, they're responsible people. They're not no babies. They're not babies, they're responsible people. They ain't got to get into politics. Ellis Cummings got his children big. He did everything before he got into politics. Where President we are children at? They can leave Liberia anytime, but where are they? Only champion Liberia. Where are the other poor children too? But you're ready, you say opposition children in the other. Don't let them lie to you. Don't let them lie to you. That the children enjoying. Champ, that they don't want enjoying. He got security, he got car, he move anywhere he want to go now. Although he not a child to the son. But they don't want enjoying. They don't want enjoying. That first family. We got a first lady, 5 years, 5 times $1.5 million. No report. No report. You ask Mother Joy Howard Taylor when she was first lady. Charles Taylor gave her money. Her money was in the budget. You ask. I will not even talk about the past because President Weah told us that he will fight corruption. He will talk about the TRC and whatsoever. But this man have sat down and said nothing and don't even act like a father. Disrespect the entire country. Love foreigners. But yet, y'all gave me another mandate. What you have, what the first mandate? Where your first report? Bring your report card and tell us what you did. By the feeder rules. I love it. I accept it. What the economic benefits? Nothing. Nothing. But sometimes I just get sick of us. But you know, God said just tired with us sometimes. God just allowed Angel Gabriel to listen to us. You know that you can't even find 100 Liberians in the same room to agree. You know that Babylon, that house, that building they were putting on. They said they were trying to build to reach to God. That social Liberians were working in that place. By the time that place broke, everybody get their own idea. We praise criminals. The man can steal. The man dress and say, "Damn, look at the guy car. Damn it, look at the guy. Look at the kind of wash the man wearing. Tell me, man, I got that job get chopping." Amen. Because of poverty. Ellis Cummings is the man, unless we in campaign. Liberian people, you that listen to me and you say Mr. Cummings will never be president, I thank you very much. I respect your view. You call Mr. Cummings gay, I respect it, but you don't get nothing to say. That the only thing you run campaign, he will never be president. He's a gay. Liberian will not vote for gay. Liberian with this and that. Mr. Cummings too short. Mr. Cummings a liar. Mr. Cummings finger us. Mr. Cummings finger my this. Mr. Cummings did this. Thank you very much. The people of Liberia will decide. If the people say they don't want Mr. Cummings, we will accept it graciously. I'd rather lose graciously with Alex Cummings than to win with crooks. Liberia is all we have. Our country. Your country. I'm not the only one. You're not the only one. Child who say the man will not sleep, they will not sleep. People who love individual and vote for them because they just love them naturally, it's on you. Know about your candidate. Not to know your candidate. Not because they say, Ellis Cummings, yes. You don't know Ellis Cummings. People who will judge, that love George Weah, they don't know George Weah. They don't know. Know about the candidate. When you know about them, that means you don't give a damn. You can support them if you want to. I knew about Ellis Cummings. I researched about Ellis Cummings, and I chose Ellis Cummings. And in fact, I will tell you publicly today, I'm one of those who say don't fall in love with anybody. But I can make it clear on this platform here today. No decision is right until it is right. But my conviction, I can put anything on the line for Ellis Cummings. I can tell anybody that. I believe in his honesty. It's hard for me to believe people. I don't work for Liberian men easily. Ellis Cummings remind me of Serenius Fall. That look, you know what makes you a great leader is what you do behind closed door. When you're looking in someone's face behind closed door and you tell them the truth, you say, wow. It's just like if you alone in a room praying, that's a real prayer. Then to sit on the street and be yelling, oh, thank God, Jesus. Because you see everybody watching, so people know how to pray. I say some people pray and I'm sincere prayer. But when you pray to yourself, it's a sincere prayer. If you go behind closed door and look at the man who support you, he said, let me tell you something. I hope you won't support me because you want to be part of the process. But understand that I don't have a job for you. And you say, wow, we're inside together. I don't owe you. If you're in this group and you think that I owe you, then don't support me. I'm not your guy. If you're in this group and you think that you want to steal tomorrow and break the rules, then I am not your guy. Because I'm telling you what I stand for. In life, we must stand for something. Even if it's wrong, stand by it. It is your belief. If nobody believes in it, you believe in it and convince people. We must stand for something, not to jump all over the place. You must take the risks. We beg you. We beg you. Please. You can call me, say I'm a beggar. Fine. But we can do it. We can do it. Everybody got a responsibility. It's not the president's responsibility to do things. You see, let me go back to George Solo. You see that nonsense George Solo was talking today about President Weah never can show nothing in District 7. That's true. But you know what? Technically, President Weah, he need to go in the district to do anything. But because the way Liberia is looking, everybody look to the president. And because Liberia is so messed up, it's not a federal government to say, oh, we got state senator and we got a federal senator and whatsoever to Washington, D.C. But in Liberia, the way our own setup, we got representatives to every district. That representative to our district, they got superintendent in Liberia. Guess what? Nobody give a damn about superintendent in Liberia right now. But the Cummings administration superintendent will be damn powerful. Oh, yes. Trust me. But nobody, superintendent, nothing. District 6, one development, they represent them or put a hanging packet. But you know why? The representative one are collecting the money too. Because they're getting $30,000. If these people were sincere, do not re-elect them. They can come from opposition whatsoever. I hope you will not re-elect them. 30,000. Some of you, look, you think they get some honest poor people. Tia from Nukutan, that honest man. I say he's not, I say he perfect, I say he honest. Tia in looking in Nukutan. But they say he crazy, he's stupid. He built schools for his people. He's still living to the same place. He had the opportunity to get a school, to do this and that. He stayed with his people. But they didn't vote for him because you know what? He's stupid. That's how they say. You got to stand for something. You got to believe in something. Don't just jump from place because of your own interests. That's all they're doing. Because they know Liberia, there is nobody going to take action. People still brought their Fonanti, Kofa, and all the guys. So they jump from this place to that place. Some of them they stuck, some of them regretting, some of them they might not get a job again. You get $30,000. You were representative for 6 years. You get $30,000 times 6. That money become a long time. Every district in Liberia sort of get 2-3 ambulances. 2-3. They sort of get at least 2 fire trucks or each or 5-6 in a district. They sort of be having a town hall or community center. But what people are greedy. They greedy. You build a mansion, how many rooms you sleep in? By the time you leave office, it's done because you're now a businessman. By the time you leave office, you can't even put generator on again because that stealing money is not coming through anymore. Liberian people, they're not only the president alone. You should get rid of every senator or representative who you know they ain't perform. Whether they're in the opposition, get rid of them. If you know they ain't perform, this one is not nothing for you to be a friend. That's the people that are representing you. That's the people that are representing you. Solomon Josh. Why were you want to keep Solomon Josh? Why were you to keep Akara Gray after he bragged? He said, I don't give a damn, and I'm running against him. They shut down, hit the fence. He broke because he now have lavish his money. He now hang a coat to play, he can reach. So he won't go back again. He will go get a people from the border to come vote for him. And y'all will sit in District 8 and y'all will re-elect him again. Prince Johnson. In front of you, he built a university, $5 million university. But he renovated one public school in Nimba County. Strike a deal with the devil and get all this money. Thomas Fowler. It's good to have ambition. All these guys, they build schools. They say, oh yeah, they may build school. Even if they build house, what? It will benefit you. The house is not your house. That's a family house now. He died, his children will take it. Liberians, let us put our act together. Don't get vexed. I will not get vexed with you. Okay, guys, please don't forget, I need your help. I need your help seriously. We got to get on air. We got to get on air, please. And I want to thank again, and I will continue to say Siafa Dix and Joa Smith and Jeremiah Yo for your contribution yesterday. I appreciate it. And I want to say this. I will do my best to get on air. I will look for the money, but I need your help. I'm not begging for myself. I'm begging because there will be other people in Liberia that we got to buy data for too. This thing is all of us thing. Please, whatever, it can be $5, $10, $20, $100, anything. Anything. I'm not saying that you should take your mortgage or rent money. I'm not saying that you should give me your car note. In fact, Emmanuel Colley, where his name is Samuel Emmanuel Jackson. Yes. Oh, I just called his name. Let me see something. I think Emmanuel Jackson. I was just getting ready to call his name. I just saw a text came in. Let me look. I see something here. Okay, Emmanuel Jackson. Thank you very much, Emmanuel Jackson. He just made a contribution of $20. I appreciate it. I just saw it. Thank you very much. And whatever, where it came from, let God replenish it. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So right now it's 145 and 165. So it's $300 a month. I got $300. I decided to pay for the first month, but I just don't want to get stuck. I just don't want to get stuck. I want to give in the first 2 months or even 3 months or whatsoever. I got a contract. He sent it to me. I need to sign it and send it back to him. But there will be somebody in the studio that will be able to. They say Liberty Radio is okay. It going places. Then as time goes by, all these things I'm saying, let the people in Liberia hear it. We need to talk. We need to fight. We will go to places. We will campaign. We will knock on doors. We need to do all these things, my people. It costs money. You want to help. You want to see change. Let us do it for the last time. If it don't work 2023, hey, I'm out of it. We will go to Liberia, our country. If the people see it, that they don't want to do the change, it's fine. So please, I need your help. It's not free. It's not our radio station. Not because they say Ellis Cummings get money, I'm gonna call Mr. Cummings. I need to get on radio. You can't give me 500. You can't give me 1,000. I don't know how to do. That's so we get our own voice. We will challenge them because Mr. Cummings didn't get money to put on radio. So you can challenge them when you will feel free to chester your leader. But when you ask them for everything, what you want to do? If you continue to ask them for something, they will not respect you. If they want to do it, when they see your effort, they will help. But it's always good that we can start our own. Please, anything that you can give it. Thanks again. And I will continue to call the names. And please, if you don't want me to call your name, if you make contribution or you don't want me to announce the amount, I will respect that. But I will tell you, just how a man will give me $100 and I appreciate it, it's the same way that man who gave that $1, I swear to the water here, I will appreciate the same way. All fingers are not the same. Maybe the next man get a free $100. That's what he gave it. So it's not a competition. It's not a competition. So you can watch this. I'm broadcasting on Your Voice Matter. I'm on Twitter. I'm on YouTube. And YouTube, you can go to the TGN TV on YouTube. You will see it. And you can go, if you're friend with me on Twitter, you can watch it and also share it. Tomorrow, there will be a big program at the Liberty Party head office. The final document for the ANC and the CPP, when you look behind me, you will see it. The CPP, you will see that we are going there. Do not listen to, don't be deterred, don't be afraid of all the talking about Young Bleeding giving press conference and whatsoever. We are not doing nothing against the law. We are not. Also, don't forget Let me put it up. Come October, October Liberia for every one of us. Whether you from CDC, the Cummings administration, you will feel free to go to a government place and go look for a job. I tell people, when it comes to political appointment, that's the president right. I don't care who president we are appoints. I don't care. I don't care. Whether you get PhD, you don't get PhD, you go to the Senate or do the Senate corrupt too. Today I heard Solomon Joe cussing. So now they want he cussing Stanton. He using the F word and cuss the pastor there and do this. But everything he was telling Joey, that's true. My people, Joey, I ain't do nothing for the country. Joshua ain't do anything for Liberia that we're supposed to give him second term. They were not lied to us. But Solo saying that we must still get a man second term to finish what he started. You know what I mean? The stealing, he must finish it. And when they made him police director, people were lost. But he changed it now. He said they were jail people. How you can't make a statement if I'm police director, people will lost? He ain't lie. What come from your mouth come from your heart. That's what he meant. That's what he's saying. People were lost. They didn't know how to campaign. They're confused because Joe, we are damaged it. But you won't vote for them, can't vote for them. You're in the district. You need to clean house. It's time to try new faces. When you see, when you clean house now and you appoint the other people and you elect the other people, they will be afraid of you. They will be afraid of you. Look, we'll be in Liberia. We live in Liberia. We will fight in Liberia. If Alex Cummings is president and he don't do what he promised, even if he fail, he must do it. Or else, trust me, I will talk. I will talk. That's what I will say. So please, you see the cash, I adjust my cell phone number and I need your help. I'm still serious about it. Yes. You see, I tell you, a lot of people watch the show, but they don't comment again. Comment directly in my inbox. I like it. Oh, Rebecca. Rebecca just sent $25. Oh, thank you, Rebecca. Yes, Rebecca just sent $25. I appreciate it. I don't know how to say thank you, man. I don't know how to say thank you. God will bless you. We getting there. I got to send a text to the boy. I said, brother, get ready. I got 2 months money to give you. Yeah. Hopefully before the weekend, we'll be able to raise it. I will send to other people. Yes. Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Yeah. Thank you, man. Yeah. Cash app. Thank you. Yeah, PNC just, oh. Yeah. So you can use Zelle or you can use Cash App. Listen, I am excited and I can't wait. I trying to now I see when I'm doing the show, it might be 1 hour or plus or so, and then we'll just continue. But I will make sure I put all my stuff together. And this show, I am not having a network to discuss things. And I ain't got a radio station. 95% of my topic will be on Mr. Cummings. to tell you how qualified and how prepared Mr. Cummings is. The only man that can lead and to tell the people in Liberia that Mr. Cummings is just like them. And to tell the people in Liberia, don't get vexed with yourself because you voted for George Weah. You don't owe nobody. These are the messages, that the kind of message we need to send to these people. The people that they vote us, my people. The people ain't do nothing to us. Our problem in Liberia, that leadership, it's just like when you get your mind and power in a house. If the children can't respect people outside the mind and power, are disrespectful because you don't train your child. Why we should blame the Liberian people when the government officials stealing thousands, millions of dollars, but we blame the Liberian men for being lazy? Tell us now. You blaming your own people, say they lazy, but the man who in charge, the man stealing right in your face, but you still talking to ordinary Liberians that they lazy. Shame on you. Shame on you. Oh, yeah, people been suffering like bro long time. That's not the first time for people to suffer. But your damn self, you got a government official who's stealing. You can't talk to him, but you're talking to the poor Liberian man and tell him say he lazy when he can't get a job. You know how that man go to town every day, walk from Lukutan straight to Monrovia. When he can't get food, he can't get money to go to the house, he will go to the drinking spot and get drunk and sleep and get drunk too. Or go home and cause a work because he's frustrated too. Or the woman found boyfriend, or the daughter found boyfriend to support. You should be ashamed of yourself, you who live in America here, and supporting nonsense. You should be ashamed of yourself. God will punish you. Yes, people been dying in Liberia a long time. That's not the first time. With people been suffering, even though time people were suffering, even top time people were suffering, that now they won't be talking about suffering. Oh, but you're not talking about the stealing. You're not talking about the stealing. You put people there that are stealing in front of us, but you're talking to the ordinary Liberian. Listen to me. You're stupid people too in America. You can be anywhere. You can be in the ANC. You can be in the UP or whosoever. You in America and you call it Liberian posted lazy. You stupid. Don't call it people lazy. Did not tell you say they want money from the government official today. But put things in place. Change their lives. You know government responsibility. Roads, schools, hospitals, avenue, create jobs. That's all. They didn't tell you build house for us. If you want to get estate, you want to build estate farm. Look at that mess, President. We are building, call it estate. Look at that mess. Not even equal to Stephen Tower estate. Yeah. In the modern age, in the modern place, when you want to build estate, you should build estate. In the modern age, in Liberia, when like kind of people jumping, oh yeah, oh LEC, hey, LEC. In 2022, LEC kind of people happy. The people die with us. Please stop causing Liberians. They ain't do nothing. That because our official then corrupt, that's why they corrupt too. Because our official then are steal. That's why to convince Liberians about good politician hard. Because they're used to the criminals. So it's not easy. So they don't believe us. They don't trust nobody. I can't blame them. It's hard. They say when snake boy, you see warrior, you run. So you see, we are afraid of each other. Now I won't spend the money thinking say you won't use me. And now you yourself, you won't commit yourself because you know that tomorrow I will not look at you. So that how we thinking about each other, my people. Look, somebody got to eat somebody's apple. You can't be afraid of the man who's supporting you all the time. Now. You say the man won't eat your apple, he will still eat your apple. The man who's supporting you, he need transportation. The man who will be driving that car to go all the time, they're not free. Let the man get paid. The man get family. You want a man to go from door to door to talk to the people. You give him transportation? No. How you expect him to eat? Then you say, the people in want money? No. You stop that nonsense. That's not true. That's not true. That's not monkey where Bible draw. If I will go from door to door, I would need transportation. I would need something because of that. I will bother with some people and all to convince them. Amen. Politics not cheap. Oh. Politics not cheap. It's just that in Liberia, we look at the political leaders, the people who want to run for president to bring all the money that all. But that's what the people invest with the ANC people, because ANC can raise money. Maybe the convention said ANC will raise $500,000 or me my $1 million. I'm serious. Yeah. So my people, y'all take it easy. God will bless every one of you. So I start putting my little team together. I'm excited. I got to face my flyer and I got to get the money rolling. But I want to say thank you very much. Those of you who inbox, they want to make contribution, this and that, I appreciate it. And you are free to do it. It's not about me. It's not about me. The money we raised the other time for that, I was trying to have this program, Who is Coming. Maybe that program I will start again, since we'll be in Liberia to be doing it. All the little, and you know, it was so nice. Everybody who called, they got something. Everybody got something. And Sidiki, I used to send data to people. And what her niece gave me, I was all about modem, but that whole radio station thing never worked out. And, you know, it's hard, my people. It's hard. Look at the time. It's 1:16. I gotta go to bed. I know some people to work, they listen to me, but because of you, because of me, you know, we all do it together. We just want a better life. Y'all have a good day. God bless you. But the writing is on the wall. Don't be moved. Don't let them scare you. It's nothing. We got friends in government. We got friends with the CDC people. They talk to us. They tell you the real truth, but when they come on air, they say something different. Yeah. I know a guy in the CDC said, I would never campaign against Mr. Cummings. I will not call it. I would never, ever campaign against Mr. Cummings. Or sedition. Big guy. He said, for what I know now, I would never campaign against Mr. Cummings. So y'all have a good day. I'm going to leave you as usual. We're going to close it with Alex Cummings, and he will take you home. Mr. Cummings, take your people home, yeah.
Stab 'em. Mr. Cummings, stab 'em. Stab 'em. Alexander Cummings, stab 'em. Keep on the explode. The leaders I love, the leaders I love, the ones I trust so much, they made a fool out of me. I've been praying to God every day, please give me a leader.
The oldest republic in Africa. And yet, we're one of the least developed countries on the continent, and indeed one of the least developed countries in the world. And I say to you, my fellow Liberians, we deserve a better Liberia. We need to ask ourselves some fundamental questions. Why are we where we are? Most Liberian homes don't have electricity. Most Liberian homes don't have running water. Most Liberians are unemployed. These are things we can change. These are things we should demand of ourselves and of our leaders. We, as Liberians, cannot keep doing the same things and expect different results. We cannot keep electing and selecting the same kinds of leaders with the same kinds of experiences and expect Liberia to change. We have to do many things differently, and that starts with selecting and electing new leaders who know how to create jobs, who know how to grow the economy, who will prioritize the Liberian people first before they prioritize themselves. And this is what I offer you, the Liberian people. The other universal truth that I want to share with you, my fellow Liberians, is the best predictor of future performance and future behavior is past performance and past behavior. And again, I ask you to look at my record of job creation, of success, of managing large budgets without one penny going missing. All of these things you can look at and compare to the other candidates. And again, you will see that my past performance and past behavior is a good predictor, a good indicator that what I commit to, we will deliver. There are 5 priorities we have, and we call that the what's. And then there are 5 things we call the how we'll do it. And those priorities are as follows. Our first priority is infrastructure. Simply put, it's electricity, it's roads, it's water, and it's internet and cell phone connectivity across Liberia. We have to invest in infrastructure. That is the top priority. That's the basis on which we can and will do everything else. The second priority for us is job creation. There are too many unemployed, underemployed, and unemployable Liberians. The unemployment rate is over 85%. And therefore, job creation is our next priority, creating jobs for the Liberian people. Our next priority is agriculture. We are a country that do not fear ourselves. These are things we can do for ourselves. We should be producing rice to feed ourselves. And my commitment is that by the end of my first term in office, we will be self-sufficient in rice production. And within education, we are focused on vocational training, teachers training, and adult education. But we have to educate our young people because, again, that's how we can help them create jobs. That's how we can train farmers. And so these things are all linked together. And our final priority in terms of the what's is health. Because you can have good infrastructure, you can have a good job, you can feed yourself, you can have great education, but if you don't have your health, it doesn't matter. And so health is our 5th priority, and there we're focused on primary health care and preventive health care. So those are the what's we'll do for our people, for the Liberian people. How are we going to do these things? The first how is we want to engage Liberians differently in the transformation of our country. We call this hearts and minds. How do we get all Liberians to participate in the changes that are required? We're going to use arts and music and culture and reconciliation and religion. All of these things, we will be deliberate in using these things to engage us as a people in this transformation process. And so we're doing some work on how we can make those things happen. The next how is that we're going to find the money. We have to find the resources, the money, to do all of the what's I mentioned earlier. And the way we'll find the money is first, we'll go after waste in government. You know, we spend a lot of money on things that we don't need, or we pay too much for things that we do need. So for example, I believe the vehicles we buy for our government officials, we spend too much money on that. We should reduce the number of vehicles, and we should buy less expensive vehicles for our government officials. We need to reduce how much they make so we can pay teachers and civil servants and police officers and the military officers and healthcare workers, people who actually do the work. We need to pay them more money and reduce the gap between those at the top and those who actually do the work. The other way we'll find the money is going after this thing called corruption. You know, corruption has been the bane of our country, is the primary reason why we are as underdeveloped as we are today. And we will aggressively go after corruption. The first thing we'll do is we will appoint a corruption czar, a minister in charge of corruption in the presidency that will coordinate all of the agencies that are meant to find corrupt officials. Secondly thing we'll do is we'll make sure we are giving the resources, the money, the right people, the right logistics to the anti-corruption agencies, the LACC, Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission, the General Accounting Office, the Public Procurement and Concessions Commission. We will make sure they got the right resources to go after corrupt officials. After that, when we find people who are corrupt, we will prosecute them, we will put them in jail, and we'll seize their assets. It will not be good enough for you just to resign. Okay? So those are the things we will do to really go after corruption. I have committed that I will not take a salary. The salary that is paid the president, I will allocate it towards helping to fight corruption. That's how important I think it is to us. And then the other way we'll find the money is we'll make sure we're getting full value, the full monies we're due from our natural resources. We'll look to exploit other natural resources so we can get the funds required to fund healthcare, to fund infrastructure, to create jobs, etc., etc. So finding the money is the second how. The next how is we want to create a government of inclusion. We want all sections of our country to be represented in the government. We want opposition political parties to be in government because we believe that having a government inclusion will help all of us make the right decisions. It will make sure that we're spreading the resources of our country across the entire country. And then the last two hows, one is growing the private sector. We will focus on growing the private sector so Liberians can primarily benefit from that growth. No longer should Liberian business people be spectators to our economy. And we want to actively support Liberianization and encourage and provide credit and other facilities to Liberian businesses so they can participate. And last but not least, we will use technology. We'll leverage technology to help us achieve our goals. So those are the what's and the hows. But let me end by leaving you again with these two universal truths. One is we cannot keep doing the same things, my people, and expect different results. We cannot keep electing the same people with the same experiences and expect Liberia to change. We need to elect and select different people to lead us, to serve us, to help us manage and run our country. And the other universal truth is the best predictor of future performance and future behavior is past performance and past behavior. And on those two counts, I believe I stand head and shoulders above the other candidates aspiring. Together, we will change Liberia for the benefit of all Liberians. We will transform our country. We will give us a new start, a fresh start, so that all of us can benefit from this country we love. I thank you. God bless you. God bless the Republic of Liberia.